welcome back to AWMFX. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, no matter where you are. Hopefully, you guys out there doing great, earning a lot of money from the market, and of course, taking great care of your health. So, today I'm going to give you a very, very powerful lesson on analysis of everything. All right, everything. So, let's start into it. Now, we are looking into GBP AUD. All right. So, how the analysis came about is actually very, very simple, and this is it's taught in my mentorship. All right. So first of all, you must know what is a time frame. All right, high time frame, lower time frame, mid time frame. Everything you need to understand it clearly in order for you to trade. And of course, prior to that, understand yourself well. Are you a scalper? Are you a intraday trader, or are you a swing trader? All right, my method QML supply and demand can be used for all these three kind of traders. Right. So first of all, let's look into this GBAUD. All right. Now, prior to the price came into this area, what happens is that we already know that the price is going uptrend. Break of structure in the daily, in the weekly is going uptrend. All right. And on the daily wise, it's still an uptrend. Now, the problem with a lot of traders is that they are unable to read the structure. I tell you what, this is extremely important. When the price is coming down in such a way, a lot of traders, what do you think that they think? Oh, it's going downtrend, it's going downtrend, it's going downtrend. So you only think about selling. No, that is not the that's all. That's all. All right. So let me show it to you. So first of all, let's analyze the structure. All right. The structure is actually going from low to high. All right. And then came back a bit low, going back. All right. There might be a small structure break, and then it went up again. All right. Coming back down and then went up to this area. Now, if you look at all these dots, all right, the high, low, higher, high, lower, low. Right. Where is the ultimate high and where is the ultimate low? This is the ultimate high, and this is the ultimate low. So when the price came down, all right, it's still inside this range of movement. All right, just to let you guys know, it's inside this range of movement. All right, so you can see very well the price is moving inside the range. It's still an uptrend. Right, don't only think about selling, and especially when the price reach what? Reach this level. Right, this is an important low, because most of the time when the price reach an important low or high, it will give you some reaction or rebound, right? Very, very big pullbacks. So if you encounter this kind of situation and you keep selling, I can tell you, I'll promise you, all right, out of 10 times, you may get out from it twice, right? The eighth time, you're gonna definitely hit stop loss, right? Not only normal stop loss, very, very heavy stop loss. So what happens that we already know that it's into a very strong supply support area, right? Support area. Then what happened? Look into this area, right? Need to go down into small time frame. Look into it. So what happens is that when you go down into, you can see the dots, right? When it goes down into it, what happens is that the price is going from downtrend into uptrend. There is a break of structure right there, going uptrend. So going uptrend now, once it has gone uptrend, look for what? Look for the QML setup, and you got this QML setup right here. Very beautiful QML setup. Where's your QML head? This is your QML head. Now, most of the time, a lot of students or a lot of traders, they do not understand or don't know where to trade. All right, they will encounter what? They will encounter a stop loss, multiple stop loss, or should I say they have multiple zones, they do not know where to enter. Let me show it to you. Very, very simple. For me trading, I'll be looking for QML first. Second is I'll be looking for MPL, maximum pain level, and the decision point. All right, in this case, the decision point is very, very simple. What is the supply, the demand zone that push to break the structure? This is it. This is the supply zone. This is a demand zone. I get confused most of the time. All right, demand zone. This is a demand zone that push the price to break the structure. Is very, very obvious, and this will be the entry. All right, you can see very well the price came into it. We test not once but twice. Now the problem is that how you know that there is a chance that the price will come into this area. Very simple. Look at the liquidity. What kind of liquidity did it build? it builds what we call it as a fake out right here. All right, a fake support area. All right, price came into it, fake support area. So if you insist of selling, this is what happened. Yes, the price came down very fast, but overall trend, it has changed. Now, weekly is an uptrend. Daily is an uptrend. Now, the H4 has changed uptrend. So, it's very important to understand this. Why some of you, sometimes you don't get the QML is because you didn't get it at the right place. This is a critical place where the last support area, daily support area. So this is a critical place for the QML to work. Right, you can see very well the price what it did is that it came into it retest, and you can get from a lot of profit from this area. Now, problem, stop loss is huge. You know, this zone is extremely huge. You can see that it's extremely huge. So what you can actually do is that you can actually go down into the area again, this area again, and look for demand zone. So example, I go to 30 minutes. All right, this is actually one of trade that my one-on-one students did took, and it's going very well for him. Why? I'm going to show it to you. So what happens that when we go into lower time frame, 30 minutes, what happens is that we are looking for the same kind of criteria. Right, in this case, what happens is that the price drop. All right, it doesn't present you a very clear structure. For me, I told him, when you have situation like this, all right, sometimes you may get good structure. All right, you can see clear structure. If you have no clear structure, look for what? Look for the biggest magnitude movement. Right, remember, when we talk about structure, it's not about how many candlestick. It can be 10, 20 candlestick, but the magnitude of the movement, right? The price magnitude from the low to the high, right? So in this case, the last biggest magnitude movement is this thing right here, right? Is this thing right here. So what happened? This will serve as our structure, and this is our QML. QML can, it can forms in different uh patterns. All right, it's just that it's up to you, need to recognize it. There are so many variants. So this is my QML level, this is my break of structure. And if you look at it, all right, there is of course a few zone. Now this is a different story. There are a few zone, right? You may encounter stop loss because this is the first initial zone. All right, you may encounter stop loss, but don't worry, because other than that, the next fresh zone is right here. Right here. Okay, so what happened is that the price came into it. Can you see it? Came into it and it went up. I told him, don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it, because if you go back to H4, where is the next possible zone? There is no other possible zone all the way going up until right here, right? Until this thing, okay, is either going to hit this or it going to rocket up all the way. Now let's look at his trade. All right, did it hit stop loss? No, it did not hit stop loss. Nearly came into the bottom of the zone, right? And now I'm very proud is that he able to get a not a lot, not a lot. All right, at this moment, it's not a lot, not a lot. All right, 1 to 10 risk reward ratio, and on top of that, this is the initial, the first setup, right? The first entry. On top of that, let me get this out. There are other setups that push the price upwards. Example, let me go to 15 minutes, right? If you guys have been following me, you know, all right? This is a RBS kind of movement. What is RBS? Resistance become support movement, and he able to get into the trade again, right? Not once but twice, right? So not only that, is it enough? No, not enough, not enough. All right, what else? There is something we call it the QMC, right? What is the QMC? Quasimodo setups continuous, because the trend is uptrend. And what happened? Another entry right there. Another nice entry right there. So in a single movement, all right, in a single movement, you are able to get one entry, two entry, three entry, and maybe there are more. I'm not going to mention it, right? Just by one movement. So Is it only 1 to 10 risk reward ratio? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. All right. So I can tell you one thing is that the students actually having time of his life. He's getting very, very nice profit. All right, so that's all for today. Hopefully, you guys understand the structure, understand the whole system. You need to look from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. Of course, analyze and minimize. All right, minimize to reduce your zone, increase your risk reward ratio. This is what I'll teach in my mentorship. All right, for those of you who would like to join the mentorship, I'm opening the registration for my 8th batch. All right, you can contact my assistant Hans. I will tag his name. And for those who feel that it's not, I'm not ready, don't worry. There is a free ebook in the description. All right, in the description. Just click on it and download, read it through it. All right, hopefully it will enhance or help you guys to understand supply and demand, the basic, before you decided to go deep into the mentorship. All right, so that's all for today. See you guys then. If you like the video, please give me a like and subscribe to the channel. All right, see you guys then. Bye.